Well, we're almost ready. Let's see if everyone is in place. Oh, where's that candle? Oh, thank you. Wait, the screen is dark. Now we are ready. In Genesis chapter 1, verses 3 and 4, it reads, "And God said, let there be light. And there was light. And God saw the light. And he said, it's good." This light, this good light, has come down to us through the ages to now, and is God's gift of his Son, Jesus Christ, to us for Christmas. Welcome to our 8th annual A Creamy Christmas, Light of the World. I am Miss Gail Willingham, and I want you to enjoy the next half hour of honor, humor, hipness, heartache, and above all, hope. May it be useful and enjoyable for your holidays. Thank you. Our first guest is a special friend and gifted artist. We call her our songbird, Jan Johnson.
Star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy perfect light. Come, they told me, pa-rum-pum-pum-pum, a newborn king to see, pa-rum-pum-pum-pum. Our finest gifts we bring, pa-rum-pum-pum-pum, to lay before the king, pa-rum-pum-pum, rum-pum-pum-pum, rum-pum-pum-pum. So to honor him, pa-rum-pum-pum-pum, when we come, when we come, when we come, rum-pum-pum-pum.
I have behind me one of the banners that we used for A Creamy Christmas. We have done this for about 9 or 10 years, and I think I have about 5 or 6 banners, which I'm going to put on the video for you to see. At this time, I would like to read you the note that appeared on this one, No Easy Miracle, in December 2016. One of the highlights of the whole year for me is the holiday party, A Creamy Christmas. It is fast becoming a major tradition right behind the favorite time of year for me, which is Easter. When Jesus was born, he knew he was born to die. For me, for you, for all who believe and receive him as their Lord and Savior. How often I have wondered, how did a baby, a newly born infant, think of such things and still manage to live for 33 more years until the time of his death and resurrection? Well, it certainly was no easy miracle, as the title of our theme this year states. My hope and prayers for all who come and celebrate with us this year and for many years to come is that you have a wonderful holiday and revisit not just the magic of Christmas, but the majesty. And now, let's listen to a song, the Shepherd's Song from No Easy Miracle, which is going to be followed by a monologue of one of the characters in the Come gather you shepherds and pipe us a song, for now's the time to be singing. Come blow us a tune we can follow along. I hear, oh Bethlehem ring, with the joy of love that is born tonight, with the hope of comfort for all. I will sing you a song of a baby boy, for Bethlehem's calling us all a song. It was not an easy feeling that lodged at the base of my heart, there where I carried my unborn child, now dead, destroyed by a woman's anger. For years I had longed to give birth to a son, and then in my threadbare years, I carried what I had longed for in youth. He would be, I knew, of importance, coming as he did under such mysterious circumstances. Zacharias himself had first been shaken by the news when burning incense in the holy place. In the silence of secret power, he spoke no more, and was delivered of his speech only when I was delivered of my son. But when Mary stood there, my own cousin, I was filled with the strangest kind of fear and wonder. She had not told me, nor did she show by the fullness of her gown, that she carried within her the strange fruit of God. Full enough with years to be her mother, I nevertheless knew her as my closest friend. I never carried my years over her as a ship, but rather taught her all the colors of life that I loved. And then there she stood, not yet visibly childful, but I knew in the very nursery of my soul that the child she would bear would someday bear us all. And love my own dear child as I did, I could only love hers more. And feel, for reasons which I did not fully understand, a strange kind of overwhelming pity. Now, here is a wonderful silhouette piece to the 12 days of Christmas.
Day of Christmas, my true love sent to me a partridge in a pear tree.
On the second day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
On the third day of Christmas, my true love sent to me. 3 French hens,
2 turtle doves,
and a partridge in a pear tree.
on the 4th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 4 calling birds,
3 French hens,
2 turtle doves,
and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 5 gold rings,
4 calling birds,
3 French hens,
2 turtle doves,
and a partridge in a pear tree.
on the 6th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 6 geese a laying,
5 gold rings,
4 calling birds,
3 French hens,
2 turtle doves,
and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 7th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 7 swans a swimming,
6 geese a laying,
5 gold rings,
4 calling birds,
3 French hens,
2 turtle doves,
and a partridge in a pear tree.
on the 8th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 8 pigs a milking,
7 swans a swimming,
6 geese a laying,
5 gold rings,
and then he sent me 4 calling birds,
3 French hens,
2 turtle doves,
and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 9 ladies dancing,
8 pigs a milking,
7 swans a swimming,
6 geese a laying,
5 gold rings,
4 calling birds,
3 French hens,
2 turtle doves,
and a partridge in a pear tree.
on the 10th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 10 lords a leaping,
9 ladies dancing,
8 pigs a milking,
7 swans a swimming,
6 geese a laying,
5 gold rings,
4 calling birds,
3 French hens,
2 turtle doves,
and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 11 pipers piping gay,
10 lords a leaping smiling,
9 ladies dancing gaily,
8 pigs a milking,
7 swans a swimming,
6 geese a laying,
5 gold rings,
4 calling birds,
3 French hens,
2 turtle doves,
and a partridge in a pear tree.
on the 12th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 12 trumpets drumming.
Pipers piping gaily,
10 lords a leaping gaily,
9 ladies dancing gaily,
8 maids a milking daily,
7 swans a swimming gaily,
6 geese a laying daily,
5 gold rings,
4 calling birds,
3 French hens,
2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
2 people from my very first Spirit for the Stage course, Brianna Dozier and Gwendolyn Farrington, present their version of a fun holiday song.
On the first day of Christmas, my good friends brought to me a song and a Christmas tree.
On the 2nd day of Christmas, my good friends brought to me 2 candy canes.
And a song for the Christmas tree. On the 3rd day of Christmas, my good friends brought to me 3 boughs of holly.
2 candy canes.
And a song for the Christmas tree.
On the 4th day of Christmas, my good friends brought to me 4 colored lights.
3 boughs of holly.
2 candy canes.
And a song for the Christmas tree. On the 5th day of Christmas, my good friends brought to
day of Christmas, my good friends brought to me little silver bell,
A shining star.
4 colored lights,
3 boughs of holly.
2 candy canes,
And a song for the Christmas tree. On the 7th day of Christmas, my good friends brought to me candles are glowing.
little silver bell,
A shining star.
4 colored lights,
3 boughs of holly.
2 candy canes.
And a song for the Christmas tree.
On the 8th day of Christmas, my good friends brought to me gold and silver tinsel,
Candles are glowing.
little silver bells,
A shining star.
4 colored lights,
3 boughs of holly.
2 candy canes.
And a song for the Christmas tree. On the 9th day of Christmas, my good friends brought to me a guardian angel.
Gold and silver tinsel,
Candles are glowing.
little silver bells,
A shining star.
4 colored lights,
3 boughs of holly.
2 candy canes.
And a song for the Christmas tree.
On the 10th day of Christmas, my good friends brought to me some mistletoe,
A guardian angel.
gold and silver tinsel,
Candles are glowing.
little silver bells,
A shining star.
4 colored lights,
3 boughs of holly.
2 candy canes.
And a song for the Christmas tree. On the 11th day of Christmas, my good friends brought to me gifts for one and all.
Some mistletoe,
A guardian angel.
gold and silver tinsel,
Candles are glowing.
little silver bells,
A shining star.
4 colored lights,
3 boughs of holly.
2 candy canes.
And a song for the Christmas tree.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my good friends brought to me all good wishes,
Gifts for one and all.
some mistletoe,
A guardian angel.
gold and silver tinsel,
Candles are glowing.
little silver bells,
A shining star.
4 colored lights,
3 boughs of holly.
2 candy canes.
And a song for the Christmas tree.
My oldest company member, no, not in age, but in years with GLW and partners, is none other than the maestro, Dion Taylor. Here we see him in a rare stage reading of A Visit to St. Nick, adapted to Black English by Irma P. Hall.
A visit to St. Nick. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the pad not a creature was stirring, and man was I glad. The stockings were hung on the back of the chair in hopes that a fat cat soon would be there. The children were laid out all snug in their sacks, while coping some Z's, they dreamed of 8 tracks. Mama in head rig and I in stocking cap had just nodded out for a long winter's nap. When out in the yard there arose some weird sounds. I sprang from my bed to see what was going down. I ran to the window and let up the shade. My tired head against the cool window I laid. The street light shone out all over the yard, and I thought about calling the security guard. What should my wondering eyes dare to peek? But a bad silver T-bird and 8 rides in the fleet. When a little old driver, so jiffy and slick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles, the bad fleet they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Regal, now Firebird, now 280Z, on Trans Am, on Mark 4 and 5, Seville, LTD, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now get on down, get on up, get away, all. As big roaches scattered and run out of sight, when you come in the kitchen and turn on the light. So up to the housetop, the bad fleet they flew, with a van full of toys and St. Nick's too. And then in a twinkling I heard, don't you know, the screeching of wheels and the crunching of snow. As I stared to the book from the noise and confusion, from out of my fireplace the dude made his intrusion. He was togged down in fur from his brim to his kicks, and he carried not one but two walking sticks. A bag full of toys he brought in from the van, and he looked like a hustler setting up his street stand. His eyes shone like diamonds. He had a cleft in his chin, but this cap was fat. He was tall, tan, and thin. He was sporting a red three-piece, don't you know? And the fuzz on his face was as white as snow. He had a 120 square between his two lips and a pure platinum lighter in his fingertips. He had a smooth face and a flashing white smile as he strolled through the room in his ultra cool style. The dude was cold-blooded, I mean right out of sight, and I was impressed on that cold winter's night. He slapped both my hands and gave me a wink, said, "What it is, bro," and poured me a drink. He ended his rap, started wheeling and dealing, filling all the stockings, then glanced at the ceiling, and placing his knollers just right on his nose, and straightened his tie up the chimney he rose. He slid into his ride, kind of leaned to the right, turned up his box and zoomed into the night. But before he took off, he turned back to shout, "Happy Christmas to all. Hang loose. Check it out."
Finally, the ending which was known from the beginning. Our company joins together to bring you this Christmas tune, Jesus, the Light of the World.
Hark the herald angels sing, Jesus, the light of the world. Glory to the newborn King, Jesus, the light of the world. Walk in the light, beautiful light. Shine all around me, the light of the world. Walk in the light, beautiful light. Mercies and bright shine on Jesus. Ooh, yeah. Walk in the light, beautiful light. Mercies and bright shine all around, and by night Jesus world. Oh, he's the light of the world. Walk in the light, beautiful light. Come on around me by night, shine all around me day and by night. Jesus, the light of the world.
Walk in the light, beautiful light. Come where the dewdrops of mercy are bright. Shine all around us by day and by night. Jesus, the light of the world. Joyful all you nations rise. Jesus, the light of the world. Join in the triumph of the skies. Jesus, the light of the world. We'll walk in the light, beautiful light. Come where the dewdrops of mercy are bright. Shine all around us by day and by night. Jesus, the light of the world. Walk in the light, beautiful light. Come where the dewdrops of mercy are bright. Shine all around us by day and by night. Jesus, the light of the world. We'll walk in the light, beautiful light. Come where the dewdrops of mercy are bright. Shine all around us by day and by night. Jesus, the light of the world. Christ by highest heaven adored. Jesus, the light of the world. Christ, the everlasting Lord. Jesus, the light of the world. We'll walk in the light, beautiful light. Come where the dewdrops of mercy are bright. Shine all around us by day and by night. Jesus, the light of the world. Hail the heaven-born Prince of Peace. Jesus, the light of the world. Hail the Son of Righteousness. Jesus, the light of the world. We'll walk in the light, beautiful light. Come where the dewdrops of mercy are bright. Shine all around us by day and by night. Jesus, the light of the world.
We got the kids something nice for Christmas. Their own apartment.
The first grade class had a nativity play shortly before Christmas. When Joseph came to the inn and asked if there was room at the inn, the little boy playing the innkeeper replied, "You're lucky. We just had a cancellation."
Christmas is the season when people run out of money before they run out of friends.
The cheapest place to meet for the holidays is grandma's house, unless you're grandpa.
Banks never seem to get totally into the holiday spirit. My bank sent me a card that said, "Have a happy holiday." If you're already having a happy holiday, please disregard this notice.
Small boy giving Christmas gift wish to his parents. Fax this one to Santa Claus. Email this one to God. And I want to speak direct to Grandma.
Every Christmas, we get a visit from the jolly gent with the great big bag over his shoulder. It's my son home from college. And the great big bag is laundry.